Yo, what is up, everybody? Jump in here, and today I am back on some Dark Souls. In our last episode, we fought Seif the Scaleless, and I was actually able to cut off his tail, claiming the Moonlight Greatsword, one of my favorite weapons in the entire game. Now, in this episode, I actually decided that I want to do the Painted World. So I came down here. This is where you can find the painting that will take you to the Painted World. And you can also get a couple items. Primarily, there's a sorcery here. If you remember, we cut down the chandelier from the top, and if you do that, you can get great magic weapon, which really isn't important because if you're going for a sorcery build, you probably are going to use crystal magic weapon if that's what you choose. If you come over here, what does that say? Bravery ahead. Ha ha ha. Yes, but this dead body will contain, I guess that's the dead body of Iron Tarkus, the guy who we summoned in Sin's Fortress. He's a badass, and you can get the Black Iron set, which is actually a pretty good set. It's one of my favorite heavy armors in the game. I think it looks really cool, and it gives you a lot of lead defense. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. What does this say? Trap ahead. No, it's not. It's just the Painted World. Uh-oh. That's not good. Ah! Alright, so we are here. Now, the Painted World is definitely a strange place. But there's a lot to do here. Primarily, this is a weird place because the boss is totally optional, and you never have to kill the boss if you choose not to. That's pretty interesting. The boss here is Priscilla the Half-Breed. Now, they call her the Half-Breed because she's half dragon. And there's a lot of really interesting lore. Because the question is, why is she a half dragon? You know? And what's the other half? A lot of people basically speculate. I guess there's no hard evidence for this, but people speculate that Seif the Scaleless is her father. Now, nobody really knows who her mother is. But people, once again, they speculate and they think that it could be Guinevere. I'm pretty sure that's how you say her name. I've been messing it up. I've been calling her Guinevere, I guess, for a couple episodes. But yes, I'm pretty sure it's Guinevere. So yeah, that's really interesting if that is the case, because that would mean, like, how did that happen? Did Gwyn allow this to happen? Because we know that she's married. That's one thing about Guinevere. We know that she's married from one of her items. I think it's the Ring of the Sun Princess. And it talks about how she's married to a fire god. Oh, I'm gonna get toxic. No, I didn't. Whew. Lucky me. Anyway, we know that she's married to a fire god, and I can't remember his name. I think it's something with an F. But, ow. Yeah. Pretty interesting stuff. People think that maybe Seif the Scaleless could have raped her. But then again, nobody really knows who is the father. It could be Seif. It could be another dragon. You know, there was a lot of dragons floating around before Gwyn and all the other people killed them. But I don't know. I mean, it's definitely really cool. A lot of people, I would imagine, the reason why they think that Guinevere, I just said, did it again, Guinevere is the mother of Priscilla. I think the reason why people believe that is because of this Painted World. You know, when you kind of look at the thing, it's in Anno Londo, and you know, she's basically trapped here. She's like a prisoner in this world. That's pretty cool, I guess. Alright, but let me get off the lore. You guys can look up some lore videos if you want about it. You know, I'm not very... I know the lore so much because I've watched Epic Name Bro. Epic Name Bro is definitely a badass. He will change your, you know, whole outlook on this game. But there's a lot of other great people out there that they do lore videos. I'm trying to think if I can remember some of their names. One that I know of is Silvermount. I think that's his name. Look him up. Like, he has some really interesting lore videos as well, just like Epic Name Bro. So shout out. Alright, so let's come out here. We're gonna get attacked by some zombies or hollow guys. I don't know. Undead, whatever you want to call them. Now, if we come up here, we can actually make this jump. Made it. Nice. Get the soul of the brave warrior. Now, earlier I grabbed the dry finger, but I guess I was kind of focusing on talking about the lore. The dry finger is kind of important for PvP. If you want to actually host matches, it's a really nice item, because when you use it, you can use it as many times as you want. But when you use it, it basically says that, hey, I want to be invaded. People come and invade me. It makes it more likely that you're going to be invaded. So that's really awesome. I use it quite a bit. Generally, I do prefer hosting games compared to invading, because I feel like I get more matches that way. Now, one of the best ways to PvP in this game is to actually be a part of the Gravelord Covenant. And I talked about this before. Like I said, I've never actually been able, or I've tried to be a part of that covenant. But recently I found out that if you're a Gravelord and you're in an area that's basically like a PvP area, let's say the Berg, your potential of getting a lot of matches is really high. So, keep that in mind. Because you will, I think the way that the Gravelord Covenant works is that, I don't want to be hit by this guy again. Son of a bitch! Alright, whatever. Let's just heal the toxic again. Alright, but now we can come out here. Anyway, but if you're part of that covenant, I believe the way it works is that you can infect up to 3 other players' worlds, and then they can invade you. I think they can find like a sign on the ground or something. And yeah, so it's pretty interesting. Now right here is another undead dragon. So we are going to kill this thing. Now this is actually totally optional. You don't have to do it. And you can get a shortcut right here if you do choose to kill the undead dragon. Although, you don't even need the shortcut, because there's other ways that you can basically take advantage of the shortcut. Now, generally what I recommend is to use some range on this guy. By having this Moonlight Greatsword, it's going to basically give me the range I need. But if you have a bow, I don't know why I did that, that was an accident. I was actually able to buy me some repair powder. But if you actually have a bow, you can just sit back and shoot him with the bow over and over again. Alright, just a couple more hits and then I'm going to go in for the kill. Be careful, he can toxic you. Alright, one more hit. Yeah, eat that, bitch. Alright, let's repair our sword real quick. Gonna use 2 of them. Now, his melee attacks can be pretty devastating, so you can only get a couple strikes in before he'll start to melee you. But I only needed the 1 strike. Alright, now that he's dead, he's gonna drop a dragon skill for us. I don't need it anymore, but, hey, I'll take it. Now, what's weird about this guy up here is that there's another dead body, or at least it looks like a kind of a half of a dragon or something. I'm pretty sure what this guy is, and if you look, he's moving. It's like, what the fuck? For the longest time, I never knew what the purpose of this guy was, but then I found out that if you do a jumping attack, let's do it. This might be a little complicated. I mess this up a lot. All right. There you go. He'll stand up. It's very strange. It seems like the jumping attack is the only way to make him stand up. But what you can do is you can drop down there, and then guess what? That will take you directly to the boss. Now there's another shortcut you can take. I'll try to show it. I'm not going to do it because if I try, I am definitely going to fail. But a lot of the great speedrunners out there, you can find them on Twitch. There's a lot of awesome speedrunners to this game. They are always doing runs, and they make the PvE of the game look so easy. But basically what I see people do, they'll drop down from here somehow, and yeah, you can get down to the bridge basically. You can see the bridge down there. So you gotta like jump off, and then you land on a certain ledge, and then you roll again, and there you go. Alright, so let's go ahead and come up here so that we can get the red soapstone. This is another very important item for PvP. Oh no, don't do that. I really hate these birds. Although, you can farm these guys for some souvenirs of reprisal. That is what you need for the Dark Moon Covenant. Now, what you could do is you can actually just PvP in that Covenant, and I think every time you defeat a world of or a player that is guilty, basically. Oh no! Ah, you bastard! No! All right. So that was a fail. Stupid bird. Anyway, yes, if you're a part of the Dark Moon Covenant, that's what you need to level up the Covenant. And after 10, you get Dark Moon Blade, yada, yada, yada. I'm sure you guys know about this by now, but... oh, that was a epic fail. Whatever. Alright, so now we're undead. Which, unfortunately, I should probably become human again. I think I'll wait. Let me, recover, because if I become human, there's a chance someone's gonna invade me. And, you know, who knows? I might get my ass kicked. And I don't want that to happen, because then I'm going to lose all my humanities and souls and all that. So let's wait to become human again. Although we need to become human, because there's an NPC that will invade you here. And, yeah, he's worth quite a few souls. So you definitely want to let that NPC invade you. Alright, so now we got to get past these stupid guys again. I think these guys are infected. You know what? I'm going to let that toxic stay on until I kill all of them. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, those guys are infected with eggs. They're like eggheads. Alright, so let's kill these stupid things. Come on up. Now, if you notice, these undead hollow guys, they offer a lot more souls than the normal ones. I guess because this area is considered to be like a later area of the game. Urgh. Come on, die! See, if you just let the toxic stay on, you can basically just go run around, take out all these guys, and not, you know, keep having to heal you or poison. Ugh, I hate undead. That attack right there. The guys with the torches, the undead, they're probably like some of the worst enemies in the game. You know, one of the most OP bastards, because they can just destroy you with running attacks and a whole bunch of other attacks. Alright, so now let's go ahead and heal this poison. Scroll on back down. It's a good thing I actually have some of those. I've been able to... oh no, asshole. Bird actually ran down here to come and get me. Anyway, I've been able to get those things because I've been in the forest PvPing a little bit. And there's so many trees that if you just kill the trees, you're gonna get some of those. So it's pretty good. Alright. No! I gotta stop doing that kick attack. I keep doing that by accident. Alright. So here we go. We have now recovered. For some reason that guy's down there. Don't know what that's about. But if we run to the top here, we can go ahead and get the red sign. Alright, so now you don't have to do this. I normally do. I drop down so I can pick up these items. I think there's another one too. I'm not too sure. But that is a soul of a brave warrior. Let's see if there's another item we can get for dropping down here. Nope, it doesn't look like there is. So what you could do from up here is now you can just drop down one more level and then make the big jump, which you're going to take some damage anyway, so who cares. Alright, so now that we have healed up, we can open up this door. No, we cannot. That is the door to the boss. But we can go through this fog gate and then open. No, we don't have to open up a door, actually. Now, it's up to you. Do you want to kill these guys? You don't have to. Oh, wow. They took no damage. Whatever. We're just going to run for it. Those guys are actually pretty nice because you can farm them. And you can get a lot of souls if you do. Alright. So this is the shortcut right here that we have to open up. Now we're going to run down here and become human again so that we can be invaded by the NPC. Alright, here we go. But at this point, I have pretty much got what I came here for. What I really wanted was that, I wanted that dry finger, and I wanted that red sign. So now, being level 90, actually, I guess I haven't talked about that, but I've been able to level up to level 90. So that's pretty awesome. I guess I'll show my stats right now. Since this is all about my PvP build, I should keep you guys updated. But yeah, I have 40 vitality right now, 33 endurance. Sorry about the sirens if you can hear that. That always happens. I don't know why. It's people, I guess there's like an elderly home or something around here and they're always having trouble. Alright, so I have the 33 endurance, 16 strength, 10 dexterity, 40 intelligence, and 10 faith. So for my final part of the build, basically I think I'm going to get faith up last. The strength and dexterity, the strength is going to stay at 16. The dexterity might go to like 14 or 13. If I get it to 13, I can use like a rapier. If I get it to 14, I can use other weapons that are pretty good, like the great scythe. So I'm kind of considering that. I don't know yet. The vitality, I don't know where that's going to be. It could be 48, it could be 50. And the endurance is going to be anywhere between 40 to maybe 43, depending on what I need for my equipment, my armor and stuff. I haven't decided on the armor yet, but that's basically, you know, if anything, the endurance is going to go to 40, and it might stay at 40. We don't know yet. Alright, now, one other thing I'll say before I get off this screen is the faith. I might keep that at 28. I might get it to 30, and if you guys want to do a build like this, I guess it's an option. If you get your faith to 30, you can cast Dark Moon Blade, and you can cast Sunlight Blade, which are, you know, some of the best buffs in the entire game. So it's definitely a nice little option for you. Now, I don't really see a point, because since my dexterity and strength are so low, it's not like I'm going to be buffing a really great normal weapon that scales well. You know, what I can do though is I can basically use chaos weapons, lightning weapons, fire weapons, maybe even enchanted weapons for the intelligence scaling. I don't know. There's actually a really good rapier here too. It's Velka's rapier. It's a really good weapon if you have intelligence. Alright, so here is our NPC. He has come into our world. He's a Pyromancer, and he'll... Wow! What the fuck? That's crazy. He has so much magic defense. Did not realize that. Ow! Yeah. He has all chaos stuff. Alright, he's about to cast Chaos Firestorm. I guess I'll just use Great Combustion on him. I hope this will do some damage. Alright, you bastard. Ugh. Nope, it's really not doing much of any damage to him. So he has Chaos Firestorm, Chaos Fireball, he has Chaos Whip. Alright. Come on. I think I'm just going to try to kill him with this. I can definitely stun lock him to death. Come on. You know, this would be a time where maybe I should consider switching my weapon back to... Ow! That's gonna hurt! Ah! You killed me! Wow. I've never had that guy kill me before. But, you know, I don't know. I was running out of stamina and couldn't really do much. That sucks. That means I'm gonna have to become human again so he can invade again. Alright, so let's pop a humanity. And I'm definitely switching my weapon just for that guy. Let's see. Alright, so I got my Chaos Claymore +3. That should do it. I guess he has a lot of magic and fire defense, which is pretty freaking lame for me. I actually never knew that about him. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill these dudes. Get out of my way. And now run back down there. At least my souls are going to be right here, so it doesn't really matter. Urgh! Yeah, the Painted World can definitely get you killed. Really, the one area... I haven't even been down there yet. The one area, though, that probably has killed you more than ever if you've played this game is... I don't know, I guess the bottom part where you have to fight the bone wield guys. A lot of people call those guys pinwheels, which I guess technically they're not pinwheels. Pinwheels are like that boss / you fight them later in the Tomb of the Giants. So those guys are not those guys are bone wheels, the ones with the wheels. Alright, so you gonna invade again? Oh man, it'd be crazy if he doesn't invade. Come on! There he goes. Alright, let's see if this Claymore can whoop his ass. Now, a lot of times, if I'm playing co-op here, I'll just, this is not doing all that much damage to him, but at least it's better than the other thing. Anyway, a lot of times, if I'm doing co-op, I'll just stand up there, and then I'll backstab him immediately as he comes in. Get off of me. Let's go for a backstab. Missed. Ow. Alright, come on, bitch. Well, alrighty, so at least he's dead. Give me all your stuff. 30,000 souls. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, now if we come over here, we can get a Pyromancy. Acid. Never use it. Alright. Let's go back to the Moonlight Greatsword now. And we can continue with the painted world. Alright, so now we definitely need to go down to the bottom where the bone wheels are. Let's kill some of these guys. What up? What up? These dudes can fuck you up too. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I can't remember if 300 was out before this game. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But they definitely remind me of that guy from the movie 300. The one who's like all messed up, disfigured or whatever, and he wants to be a Spartan. You know, if you hit him from the front, you're not going to do much damage because they have shields. So you want to aim for their back. One of the best things about the Moonlight Greatsword is because it's pure magic damage, you will be able to do a decent amount of damage to players that like to turtle and sit behind a shield. You hit them and you'll do probably about 40-50 points of damage, so that's quite a bit, you know. Like if they're really low on health and they're trying to just turtle up, yeah, you're gonna probably run up and kill them with just the damage, the piercing damage. That's what you would call it. Alright, so from this position we need to go down there, but before we do that, I guess we'll run over here. Oh, not these bastards. Cannot stand the ones with the torches. I'm so scared. Alright, grab that. Urgh, leave me alone. I'm taking a lot of damage. Alright, but they're all dead now, so we can chop that down. I'm pretty sure that's the one that's like, yeah, it's right when you first start. You don't have to come over here to chop it down. You can actually just go ahead and use a bow. Something like that has range. You just aim for the rope part of it and you shoot it. Alright, time to come down here now. This is definitely one of the scariest places in the game, because there's bone wheels down here, and they'll fuck you up if you're not careful. Unlike the catacombs, you really can't avoid these ones. If they want to, they will destroy you. Alright. You know, they're not all that bad as long as they don't get behind you. Like, when they get behind you, that's when they'll just murder you. They'll poise break you. Once they break your poise, you'll just be stun locked and murdered. You can also, by killing these guys though, you can get the bone wield shield, which is basically just a bone wield. You put it on your arm like a shield, and it is a pretty fun weapon to use. Its attacks are actually the best, really, for any shield in the game. Ow! Alright, I think that might be all of them. There might be one more hiding. Just this whole little area down here is just really creepy. Alright, let's grab that. And now we can turn this, which will open up our way to the boss door. Alright, so before we leave up out of here though, I'm going to open up this. This is a little hidden. There's so many hidden things in this game. But yeah, if you can actually come down here through like a well access. Oh, here comes a bone wheel. Bastard. Yeah, anyway, you can come down here through a well access. And I guess you can get to the place you need to go to open the boss door. Now that key I got, that's really the only reason I came down here, was to get that key. That is the Annex Key, which will lead us to an area in this world called the Annex. So it's pretty, pretty obvious, I guess. Alright, so let's come up here. Now this is really weird. There's like one of these guys, and he's not hostile. But if you kill him, you can actually get a Pyromancy. I don't know who I've never understood. Who is he supposed to be? Is he supposed to be somebody? Maybe it's something to do with some lore. I don't know. I don't even know if anyone actually knows anything about that, because, I mean, how would you? Maybe if you read the Pyromancy, it could maybe hint to who that guy is supposed to be. I don't know. Alright, so let's climb back up this ladder now, and then we can go to the Annex real quick. And from there, that's where you're going to find Vilka's Rapier. Like I said, it's a pretty good dex intelligence weapon. Like if you were basically making your build like a dex, okay, let's say you're making your build like a dex sorcerer or something, the Vilka's Rapier is definitely a really good backup weapon. Because what I would do if that was the case, I would use a catalyst, and I would probably use like a really good dexterity weapon, maybe like a boulder side sword or a katana of some sort, and I would buff it with crystal magic weapon. Let me just go ahead and use this attack. Ugh. Wow, he almost flew into me and gave me the toxic. Yeah, anyway, I would use like a katana or something maybe, and I would buff it with crystal magic weapon, and then I would use this as my secondary, since it's a dex intelligence like scaling weapon. Alright, so let's come down here now, and we will have to fight more of these stupid things, and they're gonna be shooting fireballs at me. Yay. Ah, leave me alone. Eat that, bitch. Alrighty. Now watch out, because birds will sometimes fly down here and attack you. And if you look up there, yep, here comes the birds. Ha ha ha. Generally they wait until you grab the dark ember to come down, but sometimes they just want to come down and have some fun with you before. But we can take them out. Hey, drop something. Yeah, give me that. Alright, like I said, you can farm these guys if you want. There's the dark ember. Now we can get the hell out of here. Alright, I'm just trying to see, was there another bird coming at me? Alright, let's do this. So we do need to come to the top area where there will be more birds. Let's see, where's this asshole at? Urgh. Eat that! Oh man, that attack is just so much fun. Alright, but let's now run up top. Now here's something that is somewhat hidden. You can get these this outfit. It's the Black Cleric set. It's a really cool looking set. The jacket is one of the coolest looking chest pieces I think in the entire game. There's some really cool looking armors too from the DLC that I would say they would be close. But unfortunately the Black Cleric set really isn't all that good for defense, so I don't know. You can basically wear, you know, outfits like light armors, and you'll get way more defense out of some light armors than others. So, you know, right now I think I look pretty cool. I like the skirt with the, what is this, the Hollow Thief's armor. Pretty cool looking. Alright, so now that we have done all that, now we can just go and fight the boss. Like I said, this is optional. You don't have to kill her. Like, and to be honest, maybe on New Game you should kill her and get her solo if you want to make her a weapon or something. It's an option. But on New Game Plus, I would actually say you don't need to kill her, because then you can come here and PvP. This is a pretty awesome place to PvP. There's a lot of people. I'm actually really surprised I wasn't invaded while I was here, because generally I do get invaded. Generally there's a lot of people trying to PvP here. That's what I'm talking about. That was epic. Alright, so this guy's gonna drop down. He's gonna come after us. You can run right past him if you want, or you can fight him. I'm gonna fight him. Yeah, no! Now this guy I'm pretty sure can drop the Greatsword if you don't have that weapon yet. Ugh. I fucked him up. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Let's see what. Yep, large Titanite shard. Those guys will pretty consistently drop those if you ever want to farm those dudes. I would say the best one to farm would be maybe in Sin's Fortress. Alright, let's do this. Go through the door and we can talk to her. Alright, as you can see, she's pretty fucking awesome. Now, I don't know, is that fur? Or is that some type of outfit she's wearing? That's really weird. Now, one interesting thing is that she does have scales, if you look closely. Like, it looks like her eyebrows are like scales. So it's kind of weird. If she is Sif the Scaleless daughter, you know, he has no scales. So it's kind of weird that she has scales. Like I said, the lore is, a lot of it is just speculation, but it's definitely really interesting stuff. You know, why is she here? Why is she locked up? Who locked her up? Who knows? Maybe it was Gwyn. Maybe he found out what happened. Maybe, you know, Gwyinir, I keep saying near Guinevere. Maybe she had an affair with Sif. Maybe that's what's going on, and their bastard child was locked away. You know, maybe Gwen wanted no part of that. I don't know. It's really interesting stuff. It's something to think about, at least.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not.
I love the way she talks.
Thou must returneth whence thou came. This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind, but thou dost not belong. I beg of thee, plunge down from the plank and hurry home.
Alright, now, I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I think a lot of people speculate that she hasn't left this room. She hasn't seen the painted world, because she talked about how the people here, the enemies basically, are nice and kind. No, they're not. They try to kill me. You know, what's going on? Maybe this place was once peaceful and then it became not peaceful because maybe all the people went hollow or something and they went crazy. Who knows? But some pretty interesting stuff. Now, if you're going to kill her, you get one free hit on her, so I would definitely say you should take that opportunity to do as much damage as possible. What up, bitch?
As much
Look
from
at that
thee.
damage.
Why dost thee hurry
Took off like a
toward
quarter
thine
of her
death?
health. Yeah, we hear you. Alright, now, secret to the fight is to look for her footprints. And I don't see them right now. Let's see. Where could they be? See, what's great about the Moonlight Sword, there they are. I can just kind of aim at her. I missed. Let's try again. Got her. Look at that damage. That's what I'm talking about. What up? Now, you can chop her tail off and get a weapon, but I don't think anybody ever uses her dagger. I don't know. It does a lot of bleed damage, but it's probably not so great. If you're going to go for like a bleed weapon, just use the gold tracer. That thing is super OP.